Good afternoon, welcome back. Not long to go. I've got a couple of shorts on at the moment. I've got a US dollar yen short on still. I've got a DAX short on still. These are the ones from this morning. We haven't gone anywhere. Break-even stops on both. So it looks like the DAX I'm just about to get stopped out on by the looks of things. Cut the ticks up and I'm done on that one. 0.3 loss, so I'm making a loss on that break-even average. That'll be commission. Hello again, David. And ladder. So rate announcement is forecast at 2.25. I'm just going to turn financial juice on. ADR is still going off all over the place. So yeah, forecast at 2.25. The bank vote rate votes also play a little bit of an impact, because obviously if some of the board is against and for, that has monetary policy implications moving forward, but the rate's the thing we're interested in. So 2.25 is what we're looking for. We'll listen to financial juice, see how it pans out. What's going on here? That seems to have completely stopped. So, plan for me, anyway, is pound Swiss. That's already going. Afternoon, Themba.
Eastern Time, bank rate forecast for a 50 basis point hike. Previous 1.75%. The FPC vote cut forecast 0, previous 0. The vote hike forecast 9, previous 9. The vote unchanged forecast 0, previous 0. Also releasing the meeting minutes, and the Turkish weekly repo rate forecast no change, previous 13%.
So yeah, 2.25. I don't know what to do with this, to be honest. I was looking for a long. 500. So I was looking for a long. But after what happened to the Swiss franc this morning, this could well collapse today. So a little bit of a tricky one to know what to do with at the moment. It doesn't really matter which pound pair you trade, they're all going to do the same thing. So one strategy is obviously to straddle. So we look at getting in and getting just taken away with price. Obviously you can put a buy stop above the highs, but the problem with this is you tend to get whipsawed. So you can end up losing both trades. Sometimes though you will get gathered and you will just get that one, like we had with the Swiss franc. You'll get in and you'll stay in, and that'll be it. You'll be counting your cash. I'm not sure what we're going to see off of this one. We've had so much movement this morning. I've just put the dash back on. You know, everything's lit up like a Christmas tree. The pound Swiss, the pound yen are already at extremes. The rest of them obviously can go anywhere. So difficult to know what to do, but I'm going to look, I think, for the news that we've had so far today has literally been one directional drop push. We haven't had any whipsaws yet, so I'm assuming I'm going to play the I reckon we're just going to go for it card, and if that is going to happen, hopefully get gathered on one position or the other. And get a runner. So we'll see what happens. 8% exit strategy. I want to trade it. Do I want to trade it? So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. We'll see what happens. I haven't got any clue on direction. So Potential, obviously, for a 2% loss on this trade. But as I say, this is just an evaluation. So, DAX didn't stop me out, look. How good is that? Thank you, Miss DAX. How the hell that didn't stop me out, I don't know. Look at that. My stop is there on that orange line. It's less than a pip. I'll take it. I'll take it if the DAX collapses. So break even, obviously, on the yen as well. Afternoon, Luke. I'm in danger of getting triggered on this one. A little early. Don't want to get triggered early. So if this does take off to the upside or downside, I'll obviously cancel the pending in the other direction. So we are 1 minute away.
1 minute remaining. Reading the Bank of England bank rate first.
So looking for 2.25. Anything 2.25 or higher, in theory, normally should be good pound. But that's what we were expecting off the Swiss franc this morning. We obviously didn't get that. So flip a coin. That's what I'm doing. How's everybody on this morning? I haven't managed to get anything else banked this morning. So far, I've just been hovering around sort of like 400 to 1300.
10 seconds.
10 seconds. Rates out. Oh, I didn't get triggered on my sell stop there. Stopped out of DAX. Short. Okay, so triggered on the short entry.
Still waiting.
Oh shit, we haven't got it yet. Damn. Okay.
Hike, 50 basis point hike, 50 basis point hike to 2.25%. That's the number forecast of 50 basis point hike.
Okay, so as expected, we've got negative pound. So is that the same as the Swiss franc this morning?
9, that's the number forecast of 9, unchanged, 0, 0. That's the number forecast of 0, and the votes cut 0, 0. Turkish weekly repo rates cut 100 basis points, cut 100 basis points. That's the number forecast of 13%.
So as expected, 2.25. So let's see how the market absorbs this. I'm just going to move my stop down to a very tiny stop on it. Just going to cancel that pending long, and we'll see if we hold this. Going to go with the sell stop under the lows to add to the position, assuming that we are going to get movement down. US dollar yen is pushing back up again. Can't get any breaks today, really can't. You'd think in a day like this it would be easy to make money, but it's not falling into line today. No follow through. I'm going to take that 0.6. I'm going to add on if we drop, but I've got a feeling this is just going to retrace back up. Market's not impressed at all with that. Yen's reacting, or US dollar's reacting, which is it? That's bullish. It's bearish yen, slightly. Well, that's disappointing. Expecting a much bigger move than that. 0.5. Just goes to show you, doesn't it? Yeah, that's what we got. We got an as expected rate announcement for the Swiss, and that happened. We get an as expected rate announcement from the pound, And they get that. 0.7% to 0.7%. Seems to still have a DAX short running. Why is that? Why is that not moved to break even? No. I must have triggered that after I moved to break even. That's why. I had multiple positions on there. I had three positions on. I think I hit the break even button and then triggered that sell order. So I didn't cancel my pendings, did I? Of course I didn't. Idiot. That's going to cost me the profit. Never mind. I think it has to be one of those days. I'm still short DAX. So if that does hold and push back down again, fine. Okay, so we're just retracing that move. Let's have a quick look at what the pound's done elsewhere. So pound CAD, big spike down. Same with the pound odd. Pound Swiss, we got the smallest reaction on the pound Swiss. Pound yen. And US. So all you've got, no movement really there. So assuming that the market is not happy with that rate announcement, because it doesn't seem to be particularly impressed, we have to assume that we're just going to carry on as usual, excluding the yen, obviously, because the yen's going to do its own thing now. So looking for short opportunities on the pound still. So pound CAD looks like it's in a pretty good spot at the moment. Complete whipsaw. 4 hours. What a mess of a day. Okay, going short one more on the pound. I'm going to try one more on this retracement. The reason I'm trading the pound Swiss is because I'm looking for the Swiss franc to weaken, basically, or to strengthen, basically, after this weak push. And hopefully that will help with, obviously, what looks like negative sentiment on the pound at the moment. So this has got probably the most stable move ahead of it, because we've had the Swiss franc move. That'll be exhausted now. 300. I don't know what the ADR is on it. We're 334 and 100, so we're 334% ADR. Just about to stop out on the yens by the look of things. XCap trend, hello. Welcome back. This may be a dud. Oops. Okay, I'm going to add on a break on the short for the DAX. No movement. We'll have to wait for New York, I think, for this to kick in. It doesn't seem to have any traction. There's no follow through on the move. What I was hoping for and what I was looking for, taking this short here, was the initial spike retracement and then push, which is what we tend to see often on news. We're not getting that follow through push at the moment. So I'll see where it goes, but if we get a break of this low and I get that second position on, I'll move it to break even fairly fast, because it should either go or it's just not going to go anywhere. It's just going to continue to grind, in which case obviously I don't really want to be in it. So we'll see, but no traction really, unfortunately, which is a shame. So that is all the rates out the way now. So we are fully as expected. We got the 3.25, the 0.5 and the 225. So everything's come out as expected. Obviously, we had a positive reaction to US dollar after the whipsaw. We had a negative reaction to the Swiss franc, and we've had no reaction to the pound. And obviously the yen this morning has gone through the roof because of the intervention. It is also a bank holiday in Japan tomorrow. So they, again, I don't know quite why you would do this, but you've announced a massive intervention in your currency the day before you're about to not trade. Bizarre. But anyway, that's what they've done. So we've got a lot of potential manipulation available tomorrow. And we've got all of the PMIs tomorrow across the board as well. So huge manipulation possibilities with all of these inflation figures. Again, there's lots and lots of news coming out. These are obviously economic inflation rather than monetary. So this is expansion and contraction of industries. So these are important figures because they are a leading indicator for monetary policy. And depending on how the economy is going and how manufacturing and services and how business is doing, will have a direct impact on costs, which has a direct impact on inflation. So these are very important figures coming out, which is why they're all red tomorrow. So nothing else today. We've got unemployment claims at 130. That won't do anything. So tomorrow is the big news. But that's it for rates. We've got a bit of follow through on the Swissy. I'm out of the US dollar. Literally, today I have been between 1 to 2% in profit on virtually every trade, and not one trade has given me any follow through today. So if I'd have banked everything that I've taken today, I pretty much would have a 100% strike rate and about 6% in the bank. But I've been waiting for something to move and continue. The only thing I got into where we had follow through was on that yen, and I got out too soon, which is the usual case. So it's just the most frustrating day today. Not able to literally get anything panning out with any momentum. So holding these two, I'm going to add. So I've got 2 on short there for the DAX. I've got 1 on short. I'm going to add 1 on the pound and hopefully ride these down. We'll try again. It's exactly the same play as I had this morning, but just didn't get the follow through, unfortunately. Seems to be the DAX is reacting nicely at the moment, though. So we're getting that sell off on the DAX coming ahead in New York. That one DAX, I'm looking for a down day. So I've been trying to get into a runner on the DAX this morning, and I haven't managed to do it yet. So today, I'm looking for a retest and break of these lows. So I'm looking for today, tomorrow, to test this level. I'm hoping they can do that today. If they can do that today, I'm going to pass that stage 1 evaluation, because I'm going to hold. I'm just trying to get into a position that I can get a break even and hold for a runner, but I haven't managed to do today. So we'll see where we go from there. But I am still $4,000 away from target on the evaluation. So pound's pulling back a little bit in a minute. Didn't manage to get that reversal alert there. We're just holding structure moment. DAX is coming out of bed nicely though. So if we can get down to sort of this level here, I'm going to watch for a pullback and try and get another one in, and then take profit off down there. Hopefully get somewhere close to target. What's that going to be? $2,000, $4,000. Yeah, one more position. So I need a push and a pullback to get a third position onto that, and that should, if we can get down there, that should do me. Closing that pound and cancelling the pending. That doesn't look like that's coming down. That's holding. Shame. Never mind. Yeah, so that was it. Oh, blimey. Another volume down. So that was it on the pound. Very, very annoying. This morning was where all the fun and the action was. If you were here this morning, that was very exciting. Still got alerts going off across the board. US dollar Swiss ADR dash. If you've got the ADR dash, hopefully we're going to go for a full house today. I was hoping we were going to get the pound lit up, but it's let me down. We could have had all that lit there. So we could have had all that and all that. And then we're just waiting on the euro to do something today, and we'd have been close to a full house, wouldn't we? Anyway, we haven't had it. But we have got US session to come. So it'll be interesting to see what the US market makes. Sell stop under that low. Could be the pullback I need. Yeah, so we've got New York obviously this afternoon. We might get a lot more volatility. New York's first attempt or first chance to react to the news this morning that the yen is intervening. So we'll be interested to see what they do with the yen today, because there's a very high probability of a continuation move this afternoon, which is why I was trying to get into a short on this. I just want to get into a position that I can hold, because I just want to get this valuation done. It's really annoying. I had 2%, 2.2% on this trade this morning. I didn't take it because I wanted to get that profit in. Yeah, so looking for basically a potential continuation move on this as the US wakes up and sees what's happened with the yen, and then we might get that continuation push. So we've had the pullback, we've done the 50% retracement on the move, so we are open for a new leg down on that from here. Just trying to get a position together. In fact, what I might do ahead of the US Open, where are we? I'm going to put a large stop position on. I'll get in on a sell stop so that we're actually getting some momentum down, and then I'm going to add another sell stop to move down for a break of the low. So next sort of bearish move we get, and add. I want to be in a short basically to see if we can get that momentum carry on as soon as New York opens, and get that extra volatility in. Nice big wide stops on it, 2% risk short, and try and hold it really, because there's every opportunity we might reattempt these lows this afternoon. We'll see. That was very disappointing, wasn't it? Come on, DAX. Started your move. Let's follow through this time. So any kind of pullback up into there, I'm happy with. Then continuation drop. Just moving my stop, both of my stops on these two positions to there. So just reducing the risk ever so slightly. If we get up to here, i.e. we break back above this level here, I don't think we're going to get the continuation, so I want to be out up here. But I'm going to add on below and try and get that run. Right, I'll leave it there. That was a bit of a letdown, wasn't it, after this morning's excitement? It was moving so fast this morning we couldn't keep up, and now it's all gone quiet. But just remember, forget the ADR dashboard today. These are fundamental shifts in the yen and the Swiss. So we need to wait and see what the market makes of those before you start trying to react to them. There's a lot of opportunity out there, however, on all of these yen pairs or fades, which have all started obviously to happen. But I think the market is going to be very bullish on the yen for the next few days, weeks, potentially. We're not going to get the actual announcement of the yen monetary policy and the intervention, what they're actually going to do, until the end of September. So 30th of September is when they're going to announce what they're actually going to do. But the fact that they have announced that they are going to do something means the market, obviously, as you can see, is very interested in buying the yen again now. So I wouldn't look to long the yen, long anything against the yen at the moment. Just look for short opportunities. For position trading, if you're going to do that this week on any yen pairs, bear in mind that this is sort of 300 to 400% of a normal move. Yeah. So when you're looking at scaling in half an ADR apart, that's 80 pips. So where you are now, up to the top there, is 300. So if you were to go short right now and think, oh, I'll add as we move up, you're potentially going to add on 4 positions and you'll get to 5 by the time we're at the top of that hourly candle. So just bear in mind what you're seeing here is not normal ADR. Yeah. 80 pips is half an ADR. So, but potentially an initial entry there and scaling into this propulsion gap for a new leg down is a very good opportunity. I just, at the moment, with the way this month's going, I'm just going to sit on the sidelines. But that's what I would be doing. I would be looking to scaling short on that in any way, shape or form, basically. All right, guys. So I'll be back tomorrow morning, 7:50. All ready for the PMI figures tomorrow. As I say, New York, be very careful this afternoon. We're likely to get a lot of volatility, which is good. If you're going to be scalping, that's great. If you've got any positions on, obviously just be aware we're going to get some volatility. There's every opportunity that the market in New York could reverse a large portion of these moves today. So, you know, what goes up must come down at some point. It's just how far we're going to get. So just bear that in mind with all these fast moves you've seen today. It's not going to be able to do the whole lot, but yeah, don't assume that New York is going to do anything. Wait for price action to tell you whether it's trying to go long or short this afternoon. All right, have a good one. Hopefully it's profitable. I'll update you on this this funded account if I can possibly get it over the line this afternoon, which is my plan. And yeah, we'll see you in the morning bright and early. Have a good one.